Hello, everyone. I'm really grateful and honored and very happy to be with you right now. And I was thinking, it was interesting. I was reflecting today on honor and respect, and what honor and respect mean to me. Really, respect. I think that it's more about right now about respect. But then whenever I think about respect, I always think about honor. And so I was thinking about honor and I was thinking about respect, respect first. I pulled this book off the shelf. This is The Writing Life. It's by Annie Dillard. And on page 32, well, I actually kind of like how it begins. It begins on page 31. It says, I've been looking into schedules. Even when we read physics, we inquire of each least particle. What then shall I do this morning? What then shall I do this morning? How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. What we do with this hour and that one, with this hour and that one, is what we are doing. And a schedule defends from chaos and whim. It is a net for catching days, a net for catching days. It is a scaffolding on which a worker can stand and labor with both hands at sections of time. It's interesting. It says a schedule is a mock up of reason and order, willed, faked, and so brought into being. It is a peace and a haven set into the wreck of time. It is a lifeboat on which you find yourself decades later still living. Each day is the same. So you remember the series afterward as a blurred and powerful pattern. But I love this. Then what then shall I do this morning? How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. And so I wonder about that. And I was thinking about, how do we spend our days? And then I was thinking of this really amazing poem today by W.S. Merwin, who is a favorite poet of mine, called Thanks. And when I think about honor and I think about respect and I think about what are we going to do with this day before us, like when we wake up and we say, good morning, Creator, good morning, Great Spirit, and we kind of make an invitation. We're making an invitation to our own energy, to our lives, to the Creator, to what's up, to what's happening, to what we want to engage in, where we want to put all this energy that we've been given. And we have options, we have choices. And I think that's one of the things about respect is that we always have a choice. We're always given a choice to respect ourselves, to respect others, to engage in new ways and to deepen our respect and our respect of ourselves and our respect of others and our respect of our planet and our community. And so W.S. Merwin wrote this poem called Thanks, and it's something that I read in my classes, uh, especially when I think of, the time around Thanksgiving. It's an important time in the month of harvest. And now as we're going into the deep winter, we're going into the time of reflection and regeneration and healing. And so when I think about how can I best honor and respect myself and my body and its need for regenerative healing and the ability to really come home to myself and to settle into myself and to have the life that I really want to be living and the life that I really want to lead. And so I think these are important things for us all to be thinking about right now is, how can I engage in a respectful manner with the world, with myself, with others, and with the world. So I wanted to share this poem with you by W.S. Merwin called Thanks. And it's from Migration, New and Selected Poems by Copper Canyon Press, 2005. So listen. With the night falling, we are saying thank you. We are stopping on the bridges to bow from the railings. We are running out of the glass rooms with our mouths full of food to look at the sky and say thank you. We are standing by the water, thanking it, smiling by the window, looking out in our directions. Back from a series of hospitals, back from a mugging, after funerals, we are saying thank you. After the news of the dead, Whether or not we knew them, we are saying thank you. Over telephones, we are saying thank you in doorways and in the backs of cars and in elevators. Remembering wars and the police at the door and the beatings on the stairs. We are saying thank you in the banks. We are saying thank you in the faces of officials and the rich and of all who will never change. We go on saying thank you, thank you. With the animals dying around us, our lost feelings, we are saying thank you. With the forest falling faster than the minutes of our lives, we are saying thank you. With the words going out like cells of the brain, with the cities growing over us, we are saying thank you faster and faster. With nobody listening, we are saying thank you. We are saying thank you and waving, though dark it is. We are saying thank you and waving, though dark it is. Thanks by W.S. Merwin from Migration, New and Selected Poems. Listen, listen. And I think, and I really appreciate here what he's saying about with nobody listening, we are saying thank you. With the words going out like cells of a brain, with the cities growing over us, we're saying thank you faster and faster. With nobody listening, we're saying. So I just think, I think that it's interesting. And what he's saying first is listen. And so are we listening? And he's also talking about feeling and our feelings and, can we engage with our feelings so that we can listen, so that we can pay attention to what it is that we are feeling, because if we're in contact with our feelings, then maybe we can do something about what's going on. But if we're not in contact with our feelings, it's highly unlikely that we'll, really want to do anything about what's going on around us. And so I think about thanks when I think about honor and respect, and I just wonder what respect means to you, and when do you feel respected? I think about when I feel respected, and usually I feel respected. It's usually accompanies respect. Often accompanies love, whether it's collegial or whether it is familial or whether it is relational. Uh, between myself and a person or even a place. I think that there is a reciprocity. It's so interesting. I was talking with someone earlier, and I said, "Oh, what do you think I should, bring into my conversation this evening and my talk this evening?" And I told her about the honor and the respect I was thinking about, and she said, "Oh, reciprocity." And I was like, yes, reciprocity. So I know that that is a part of it for me. Also, is that, where there's reciprocity, I feel that sense of respect. And so please feel free to share that with us in the comments below, your thoughts about respect, how you feel respected, where you feel respected, and where you don't, even where you don't, because where we don't feel respected, that's where I think our own work is. Like we can engage in changing, and in order to change, it means we make a different choice, a better choice. So, what are the better choices that I can make toward honor and respect? And I would like to close this evening with a, oh my goodness, there's so many, with a poem by William Stafford. And this comes from Life Prayers. This is marked up from so many celebrations I've had the honor of facilitating. And this is a favorite book. But this is by William Stafford. It's on page 373. I like to live in the sound of water, in the feel of the mountain air. A sharp reminder hits me the world still is alive. It stretches out there, shivering toward its own creation, and I'm a part of it. Even my breathing enters into this elaborate give and take, this bowing to sun and moon, day or night, winter, summer, storm, still. This tranquil chaos that seems to be going somewhere. This wilderness with a great peaceful in it, with a great peacefulness in it, this wilderness with a great peacefulness in it, this motionless turmoil, this everything dance, this everything dance, this wilderness with a great peacefulness in it, this motionless turmoil, this everything dance, William Stafford. And so I wonder if we can accept that it is our way and our place to do this dance, this dance with all things. And I think acceptance helps with that as well as honor and respect. Thank you so much and have a beautiful week, and I will see you next Wednesday.